Tonight, we're following how the Trump administration's new tariffs against China could directly impact you. President Trump rolling out 10% tariffs Tuesday on a wide range of Chinese imports. Leaders there have already announced counter tariffs scheduled to begin this coming Monday. Experts predict this trade war will likely increase the prices you pay for laptops, toys, and car repairs. The Auto Care Association tells me that China is a top source of auto parts for the U.S., behind only Mexico and Canada. In fact, in 2023, the country was responsible for more than 8% of parts brought into the U.S. In a statement to 7 News, the association says, quote, the 10% tariff will lead to increased costs that ultimately fall on American businesses and consumers. So I wanted to give a voice to how car repair businesses are feeling about all this right here at home. That's why I spent time at Norelli's Auto Service today talking with the owner. He tells me he's worried about higher prices and passing those added costs down to his customers. Tucked away on Main Street in Buffalo is an auto repair shop that's been serving Western New York for more than 60 years.
I love coming here. I love seeing new people.
Nelson Norelli is the owner of Norelli's Auto Service, a family-run business started by his father and uncles in the early 1960s. Nelson tells me he started learning the ropes as a kid.
Every Saturday we go for breakfast and then go to the shop and work a half a day.
Nelson says that over the years, he's worked with thousands of customers.
Right now, yeah.
Who rely on his shop for auto parts and service.
Is there a story behind every car that you work on?
Just about.
So that changes every day almost.
Every day.
And this week, there's a new change for Nelson to navigate that could impact your bottom line. President Trump is imposing a 10% tariff on imports from China, the country that manufactures a large majority of the auto parts that Nelson uses in his shop.
Oh, God. I'd say 90%. Just about every brake job, brake rotor, brake pads, all our aftermarket parts are all made in China.
Why do you use products from China?
Well, they're very cheap. And most of the insurance companies, when we do collision work, that's all they really put on cars.
Nelson says he places orders through his supplier almost every day. And to make up for the 10% tariff on parts from China, he'll unfortunately have to pass on the added costs to his customers.
10%'s not a lot in the beginning, but it could add up. If you have a big job, it could be $100 more to the customer.
The Trump administration has said the 10% tariff on China will remain in place indefinitely. Nelson tells me he hopes that a deal can be reached sooner rather than later.
Maybe this is a wake-up call, and some of the manufacturers in the USA will start making parts. That's the only way we can control it. To keep the prices fair.
Once again, China has since hit back, imposing a 15% tariff of its own. This measure set to take effect on February 10th.